Oh no, Burnette's 2 minutes late because he was using a bathroom chat. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, also hi chat. I haven't streamed this week. we've been gone. We've been gone all week. Monday I was having internet issues, and yesterday, obviously, I was playing the Doom DLC, which I get. Doom DLC, by the way, Doom the Dark Ages DLC. Again, it could be recency bias, but it is genuinely one of the most fun things I have ever played. Like, genuinely one of the most fun gaming experiences I've ever had in a single player game, anyways. Genuinely. And I, it's just hard to describe. If you own Doom the Dark Ages and you're on the fence about buy the DLC. It's really cheap. Support the people. Well, I'd say support them, but they kind of all got laid off, which is a shitty situation to be in because it's like you want to support the people that made it, but they're also not there anymore. So I don't know. It's your life. Do what you will, but it's an amazing game. I have had so much fun with Doom: The Dark Ages' Revelations. It's insane how many options the spear gives you without overshadowing the rest of the game. Everything else is still perfectly viable and good. It's great. As far as DVD goes, I believe there was a patch the other day, but nothing really came of it. Doctor was re-enabled. Jason got a nerf on his deputy badge. Otherwise, nothing of real note that I'm aware of. We got intestines. Can I move the intestines behavior? Nothing? Okay. Oh, they're adding more. Okay. I thought they were going to stop with this one because there's only one more slot left. Okay. Other than that, I think we got new challenges for the dude. It's still very strong. I don't think it's going to hurt its play rate at all. Nope, the new one started in 10 hours. Okay. Alright, well, no new challenges either. That kind of sucks. As far as Skull Merchant, so I have been playing off stream quite a bit. I've been making sure to try to play at least an hour a day, when I can. And we are currently sitting at 13 hours already. Mind you, this was at 5 last week. So I think we're making pretty good time, all things considered. It definitely helps that I really do not mind playing this killer off stream. As far as what's it called? As far as like the add-on videos go, again, we're probably gonna play her normal this week, and then maybe next week I'm going to start doing the add-ons. I'm waiting for a piece of thumbnail art to get done before I started. Also, I have heard a few people saying the event is not Survivor-sided. Listen, I keep saying this, but there are certain creators, including myself, that if we're telling you guys it's bad and unfun, it's probably bad and unfun. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If fucking Sage is saying she wasn't having fun in it, it's not fun, man. I let behavior slide on a lot of things, and the only reason I think I'm having a good time in the event is just because Skull Merchant. If I was playing any other killer, I'm pretty sure this event would be fucking miserable for me. And even on Skull Merchant, the palette one is miserable for her. Everything else is fine, but yeah. Almost have enough showers to grab Shane. We'll get an extra 2. Ah, that's good. I know, apparently Shane isn't available. You can't just buy the DLC, and I have a feeling Behavior's doing that with, like, individual characters now. You know shit is bad when Sage is crashing out during the event. People were telling me that Polyester was crashing out, and so was Epidemic. And I'm just saying, if all four of us, who I would argue are probably the most tame and chill creators, that isn't like an ego against me, I'm just saying, we don't tend to get mad at too much in this game. If we're getting upset, something's wrong. I haven't played Skully in like 2 days. Oh, hang on. Why, hello. So we'll see how this goes. Also, coming off of this from Doom. Coming off of this from Doom. It's fucking wild, by the way. If you get that, you're... I didn't think so. Okay. I was like, if you get that, you earned it. Hi, Darth. The pallet ones is 90%. Well, like, I'll be playing Skully, and, like, I'm like, they'll go to Shack, and then they'll activate the thing, and I'm like, well, I guess I can't play Shack anymore, like, at all. It's not even a matter of I kinda can't play it. Like, you literally can't play it. Are you under me, Sable? Oh, that's... There you go. I will say, though, I am really, really enjoying this. This isn't the same enjoyment I was getting from Pyramid Head either. Like, this is a completely different kind of enjoyment, I feel. Like, shit like that, where you just completely negate an entire mechanic, is so much fun to me. Ugh. Hi, Marmy. He still relies on landing basic attacks to get down. That's true. Also, apparently, you still get hindered, so if you teleport to a pallet to Singularity while the Unbreakable Pallet thing is up, apparently you still get hindered. Because you're near the pallet. I could she would rather just take that M1. You got hit. Been on the receiving end, it's very infuriating. I'm curious if more people are playing Skull Merchant, because I think a lot of people are. I do think some people have been telling people that she's very good right now in this event. See, like, pallets like this I don't mind, because I can still play around them. It's like, it's only like the god ones that I think shouldn't be breakable. 2 skull merchants today? I mean, yeah. They doubled down on the skull merchant hook bug? What, where you can't place them above them? I mean, it makes sense to me. I thought that's how it worked in the first place, if I'm perfectly honest. I could have just broken that pallet. Yeah, I'm just saying, I thought that's how it worked in the first place. I thought it was like a cylinder, not a cone. Chad, I can't wait to get into my old bad habit of never breaking pallets. She has 2 lock-on stacks right now, right? Damn, she's missing it by like an inch. You gonna commit, Laura, or no? I wish I could select the drone I want. There we go. My gameplay's making you anxious? Why? They didn't fix it, they made it official. No, I know, that's what I'm saying. I always thought it was official. I thought that's how it worked. You can't hunt them so much, I don't know why you tried. Well, that's the thing. It should get disabled when near a hook, but the question is, should above them and below them count as a hook? I would say no, but at the same time, it made sense to me when I saw the change. Myers, who I hadn't seen in ages. Oh, fair enough. Pretty good job so far, everybody. That tree PNG was really... It is still weird to me that Skull Merchant is... Skull Merchant is... Wow, dude! Alright. Oof. How do I report again? Oh, yeah. Is it this one? Yeah. Told me to hang from a ceiling. I'm just gonna say hang. Told me to hang. Wow, dude. Merchant 1.1 was fine because it went through floor. That's also, yeah, that's fair. Hot take, I feel like we shouldn't even have two-story maps in the general, but that's just me. What a fucking insane thing to say. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm actually excited for the Halloween game. I know a lot of people, like, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, oh, it's going to be the next big ASIM. Like, it's going to be competition. I don't know, but there's a lot of things that it's doing that we've seen that I kind of wish DVD would adopt somehow. Yeah. A good example is, like, if you're playing the hero side, the side that goes against Jason, you can just leave. That is an option you have from the start of the game. But they made it so that one, you don't actually get to play the game. Two, you don't get that many points. And three, and the big thing here, you can't queue up for another match until your match is done. So you're kind of encouraged to stay in your match until it's done. On top of that, things like Jason, or I meant Myers, my bad. The other thing with it too is, like, the things like Myers stalking, like, the NPCs. It's like normally he wouldn't, like, care. He would just go in and kill them, right? What's stopping you from doing that? Well, what's stopping you from doing that is that if you actually stalk them and play like your Michael Myers and how the devs want you to play, you get more points to level up in game. Not in the outside game, like in the match, which makes it easier for you to then kill the heroes later. Like, they found a way to make it so you're rewarded and punished at the same time, which is really nice. Jason. I can't believe that person was salty. How dare you play Skull Merchant? How dare. We'll see. I mean, variety for the... yeah, there might be, like, loadouts and stuff, maybe, at some point. For, like, different ways to use your power. Different buffs for using certain things. Because the map's not procedural either. It's guaranteed every time, right? It's basically the same map. It's like getting mad you got slugged by Oni. I don't know. Again, it's one of those... the way they're showing some things off, and I know they don't have a good track record. I'm not saying they do. But... and I'm not going to sit here and say the game is going to last forever, because it probably won't. I'm going to give it like 4 months. But just because a game doesn't last long, and it's only lasting for like 4 months or whatever, doesn't mean things can't be learned from it. It's like, okay, well, we want your your character to play like this. All right, how do we encourage that? Without just straight up forcing you to do it. Because with the Myers example, it's like, you can still, if you're playing Myers, you can just go around killing everybody. You don't have to stalk them. You're just probably not going to have a good time because you're not getting leveled up. But nothing's stopping you from doing it. But we'll see. Again, it just being Myers, but there's also the single player mode. I'm sure they can find a way to add stuff to it. But it does also lead into a good question, though, and I say this all the time. I think I've asked you guys this before. What is wrong with Gun or id making a game like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where it's only good, where it's only like alive for like a month and then it's dead? What is wrong with that? That's a genuine question. can't believe that hit him. Wait, what? 2 seconds. There we go. I probably could have hit him there, to be fair. She gets claw trapped. I should have just picked him up. I wasn't sure if she had a flashlight or not, though. I can count to 6. Fuck this. Would it be bad if if the claw trap stayed for the entire time limit, even if you're downed? It's a. I mean, but you chose to buy it, knowing the situation. Like, I don't fully think it's like a rip-off. By the way, this is a good example. I still got the claw trap. Boo, did you hear Bada Bada Boom and Chem Trap? Yo. Actually, props to this dude. Get him. Got him. Are these two duoed? I'll take it. I think that was actually a pretty good double tap, chat. I'm going to be 100% honest. I think it's the first time I've seen Bada Bada Boom since Vecna released. Other Shane's still injured. Let's see if we can maybe catch one off. Get rid of this one, put it here. I can't believe she did that. I have no reason not to go for Yui right now, by the way. I bet she tried to dodge it to the right. Rory got hit with a claw trap somehow. I want to saw a comeback. What, like a comeback chapter? I just want to be able to revisit the Saw DLC. I feel like they're in good terms with the license holders, considering how many skins Pig tends to get. Tap, not so much, but Pig tends to get them. Also, on the bright side, chat, they did fix Skull Merchant's claw trap bug, at least. I don't know where he went. He was right here. Worth a shot. Was this the one with Bada Bada Boom? I don't remember if that was the one with Bada Bada Boom. Yeah, skins for Tap would be nice. I say be happy for the ones we did get. God, I hate that. I hate how hard it is to... I love how out of habit I like wait out Dead Hard even though I don't need to because they're deep wounded. New lobby animations and stuff like that. I don't know about voice lines. Voice lines would be kind of weird to me for that chapter. Amanda talking, like, I get it. I get why people would want it. And I think it could be cool. But the general concept does sound pretty bad to me. I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I was gonna say, the real question is, can they heal in time or no? Get rid of this far one real quick. Didn't get a chance to finish it, that's good. Of that for sure. If we got a Chris Rock skin, that would actually be fucking legit. I would love to have Chris Rock. I mean, Nicolas Cage is here. Why not? Fuck it. And I know some of us joke, but I genuinely do want to or think that some like real life actors in the game would be funny. And I think we could definitely make it work. Ah, shit, Chad. It's my favorite part of the match. I think it just shocks me how few people, like, don't even try to, like, dodge the thing. Like, she just got claw trapped. I wasn't even doing anything, bro. Hoffman would be fucking sick. I don't think he fits as a survivor, but as a skin, like, I could totally... I'd buy the shit out of that. I'm gonna be 100%. I was kind of hoping he would have hidden the same spot. Oh, hooray, blindness immunity. Let's fucking go. Oh. Oh. Sprint burst, resurgence. This man had resurgence. That's insane. He almost never healed. Yeah, bada bada boom chemical trap. Props to this guy. I've been seeing a lot of overcome recently, and I think it's just because of Jason. I'm not 100% sure. Real-life horror actors being added and then getting skins related to their movies would be huge. I would love it so much. And I know people have made the joke before. I really want James A. Janice in Dead by Daylight. If there was a real-life person I would want in this game and thinks 100% deserves to be in this game as themselves, it's James A. Janice. I think that man has earned his right in the Horror Hall of Fame. Lady Gaga, I think that's stretching it a bit. Like, if you were to ask me who's the one real-life person you would want in Dead by Daylight that, like, deserves to be here, it's James A. Janice. He's just... That man honestly deserves to be in this game, I'm just saying. Elvira would be great. Do you know, Kit, do you know the reason why they can't do Elvira? Because it's a really dumb reason, but there's a reason they can't do Elvira. I'll give you a hint. It's a similar reason to The Rock. Zoran is a killer. Zoran would be the killer, fucking asshole. I like Zoran though. Zoran did the Tremor stuff. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, so. Yeah, does anyone in chat know the reason we'll never get Elvira? And it's probably not for the reason you think. Unless you know. Technically, no. It's because she can't be hurt. She's not, in her contract, she is not allowed to be depicted in any pain of any kind. They get around this sometimes in some things because what does pain mean? So that's why we'll never get Elvira. I would love Elvira in Dead by Daylight. I think she would be perfect. I think it fits 100%. But much like The Rock, you can't do it. But not in a serious way. Yeah, and I think getting a meat hook strapped into your chest would count as a serious way. She can't lose. Pretty much. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but pretty much, Sky. Yeah, it's because she can't lose. I'm curious what the actual contract The Rock has says, because can't lose is a pretty nebulous way to put that. What the fuck does that even mean? You can't lose. I can't lose. I'm just not allowed to lose. Like, at all, or just, like, in the ends? Like, you can't, like, have a moment of, like, I'm losing and then I win? Oh, I guess losing isn't lost yet, so never mind. Never mind. I can't tell, though, genuinely, chat, though, with Skull Merchant. Am I doing fine with her, or, like... Because, again, my build is nothing special. We're running one slowdown. Brutal just because it feels good. Stabiffle just because it feels good. And lethal just to get the match started. Like, there's almost no synergy with any of this. He has to end the story as the I see. There's a Danny Trejo's clause? What the... Hang on, I'm looking this up. What the fuck is the Danny Trejo's clause? Danny Trejo requires all his villainous or criminal characters to die by the end of the film. This is non-negotiable. It says in his contract. That's funny. That's funny. That's great. Breaking Bad makes so much more sense now. If a movie series has a monster called an ass blaster, you know you've done something right. Exactly. Exactly. I'm still surprised at how many people don't know about Tremors. I really am. I love that the website specified it's non-negotiable. That's funny. God, could you imagine being like so big in Hollywood that you have the ability to have that in your contract? Just you can't lose and you have to die. That, oh my god. I don't know, like I said, James A. Janice, and he'd be my pick for like real life person to be added to DVD. Detective, oh, Carrie would be nice. I mean, she kind of shows up in 2 for a minute, and then she dies in 3 at like the first 10 minutes. You know what would be really good? If they brought back, yeah, Eric Matthews, or what's Eric Matthews' son's name? Like, age him up and put him in DVD. That would be cool. Here's a crush from Kevin Bacon. I want Kevin Bacon in the game, too. That's the sole reason I want a Tremors chapter. I don't care if it's just his character, but I want Kevin Bacon in the game. Kevin Bacon has said one of his biggest regrets is saying no to Tremors 2. He said this multiple times. That's one of his biggest regrets as an actor, is saying no to Tremors 2. Daniel? Yeah, age up Daniel. Put him in Dead by Daylight. Fuck it. We did it with Yoichi. I think there's an actual reason. I just don't know what it is. I like how my man went back to crouching as if it was going to help him. He hated the best movies he was in. He was the best death in Friday. Oh, right, he was in Friday. I forgot. Just gonna put that there. Come on, get your speed boost. If he became a Jigsaw disciple, it's weird. I feel like he's one of those loose hanging threads they never brought back for some reason, which is an odd thing in that franchise because they bring back everybody. Like 90% of the cast gets brought back all the time. Like, remember the random reporter in like Saw 3, or not Saw 3. Remember the random reporter in, like, Saw... God, I forget which one she was in. But there was, like, that random reporter in one of the Saws, and then she gets brought back in the next movie as one of the victims. Like, that's funny. Can't keep getting away with the shot. What? Do you have Dance With Me? Oh, you have Dance With Me. What the fuck? Is Shadow Step up? My man is like gone. It has to be Dance With Me. It has to be Dance With Me. There's no other way. Also, man, don't I just love it when stealth perks are the thing that gets me the most. Sorry, Drone, you've been a good pal, but not today. Too early. Should have let the drone do its job. Good shit. Slimes and non-slimes alike. What a miss. Nothing much. We were talking about like real life characters who should be added to the DVD, and I brought up James A. Janice as the best option in my opinion. Can't believe that missed him. It's not Dance With Me. Where the fuck are his scratch marks going? I'm breaking this because I don't know where basement is. Also, I'm going to laugh if the reason... It's gotta be a stealth perk, right? It's gotta be a stealth perk of some kind. Is it cross-examination? It might be cross-examination, actually. It was cross-exam. He was just using... He was just going for Adept. God, for Adept, he was playing really well. I think that, though, was a good... Like, he should have just kept running with wide open throttle. I don't know why he didn't. We did an amputee rep? On the Survivor side, for sure. Kerbal, thank you for the sub. I forgot that was the thing that happens on stream. I think that was the worst match of the night, was that one. Because when it was bad ham, I'm not too upset, to be honest. I overcommitted to the chain anyways. I should have left him a while ago. A week? We have a week? Okay. I mean, what am I at? Almost 200 kicks? I don't think I'm going to have enough to finish the 100 hours on her, but we'll definitely have plenty. It is the first one that's not a licensed killer. That is true. We've only done 2, but true. The next one also won't be licensed because it's either Clown, Deathslinger, or Dredge. I need to mention, this is just a joke, okay? Just a joke. Need to make this very clear. It is just a joke. I would really love Nika from the Chucky series to come into Dead by Daylight because I really want a wheelchair character. They could do Chuck Nika. I just think it would be funny if they make an entire different animation set for one character because they're in a wheelchair. I just... And it's the first Brazilian, and it's the first woman. Oh, we're hitting all the checkers. Well, see, like that one guy said when he got mad at me for playing Dead by DEI. You see, I gotta hit my diversity quotas. ZZ's World? I don't know if he... I mean, maybe. I think James has done more, though, in my opinion, to be worth it. Nothing against ZZ World, just, yeah. Unbreakable pallets and invincibility. It gives me this one so fucking much. Oh, I just stopped playing, Lee. Okay, now I'm sorry. I had to let the performance end. I can count to 6, fuckface. I was not paying attention if anyone had flashlights, by the way, at all. I'm shocked no one dropped down here. I'm gonna put one in shack now. Yeah, I'll do it now. I was kind of hoping they would. Is that? Yeah, that's what. That's Chuck Nika. That's what I call her. It's Chuck Nika. I think it could work. And again, that would give the amputee side of it too. Nice little bonus. On the outside. Do you have decisive, Shane? No. Were you trying to go for the window and you missed it? Also, why doesn't Skull Merchant lose Stabiffle stacks when they get a claw trap on them? I understand I understand the reason why Krisu doesn't. I guess it's because the scanlines don't directly hit. Like, they don't directly damage. They only damage if... I got 3 more drones. I'm going to put one on this table. There's another table on that side of the map. Yeah. Can't I place a card? That fucked her up so much. I Again, I still don't know if anyone has a flashlight right now or not. Head back over this way. That's remaining chilling. What's the perk that's been reworked? Wait. What's a perk that's been reworked you wish hadn't been? That's a tough one. Okay, it's not a perk that I wish hadn't been reworked, it's just one I wish didn't get reworked in the way it did. I really wish Knockout didn't get reworked how it did. That's probably the big one for me. I think it should have been reworked, just not like the way they decided to rework it. That's really the only one. I forgot Shane was on Death Book. I think he's the one who just got claw marked. Kind of hoping she would try to crouch there and dodge it before I did the thing. Hinako got fat shamed. It's just like the game, chat. It's just like Silent Hill F. The symbolism, chat. The symbolism. Got him before. Direct hits. Is Shaq here is the question. Because the basement's here. It is. So I was about to lose my mind, because this main building can suck with hook placements. But yeah, mostly Knockout for me. Like I think it should have been reworked. I said for a while it should have been reworked. I was a huge advocate for that. But just not the way they did it. V got hit with a claw trap somewhere? I don't know where, but she's basically dead. She's over here? Okay. God, I was pretty sure this match was going to go much worse than it did. I thought we were already losing. Check on him for a sec. I'm going to grab this. Blind immunity, Chad. Let's fucking go. It's my favorite. Knockout plus game up for this one. It can be. It's just like, I kind of wish they stuck with the idea of it being like a slugging perk. Just not as bad as it was. I said for a while, like, the idea of having a slug perk like that is cool, but I think they should have reversed the effects. If they're within that range, they don't see your aura. If they're outside of it, they still do. That's how I would have reworked it, personally. But that's just me. What they did with it was fine. It's just, now it's kind of a almost useless perk that only like 2 killers use. And even they don't even like it that much. I'm just getting points, chat. It's Hatch. If she gets it, she gets it. I don't really care. I got a 3k, I win. The problem with upping the numbers on Knockout is just some killers would abuse the shit out of it if it was any higher. It's the same problem that Scared to Death has. Because Kaneki, Blight, like those two in particular, would abuse the shit out of it, so you can't buff the numbers. Am I still getting points for this? I am, right? No, why am I not getting points? What the fuck? Is it because I still have the buff? Or is it because I'm going between tables? I think it's because I was going between tables. Where the fuck is Hinako? I heard crows a little bit ago. So unless she was, like, waiting there... Again, it's a 4K. If she gets out, she gets out. Or it's a 3K. I don't care if she gets out at this point. There she is. Singularity might be the best user because of how fast he breaks. Yeah, exactly. About how fast he breaks pallets and overclock. He's another one. Haste and Ender perks are hard to do because you have to be careful at who's using them and what they can do with them. Also, speaking of a bunch of cakes, by the way, I still have fucking plans from year 6. I have 161 of these on Dredge. I do not remember. I swear to everybody here, I do not remember playing this killer as much as apparently I did. I just don't remember it. It is like that part of my brain has like repressed it. Yeah, and yeah, that's well, yeah. If you break the pallet too fast, the survivors don't get the hinder. But what we're saying is like if he like times it out, he can break it so fast once they're at that range, and then get the hinder on it, and then he'll catch up faster than any other killer would. Even though he can also just teleport to them afterwards, to be fair, but still. I just my other big problem with Knockout, like I said, I just don't like what they did to it because it's nothing like what it was. They didn't rework Knockout. They removed the other version and added a different thing. That's not reworking something. That's changing it completely. Reworking, like, implies the essence is still there. At least it's supposed to. It's like, if we made Mindbreaker, like, instead of doing Blindness and Exhausted, it did, I don't know, Oblivious and, yeah, like, if we swapped the Blindness on Mindbreaker for Oblivious, you reworked the perk. It does something different, but it's the same core concept. While they're doing a generator, they have this status effect. Or like what they did with Leverage. Like, it's the same idea, they just made it better. It makes healing after unhooking worse. That was the idea behind this perk. They changed it. How it activates is also different, but the identity of the perk is still there. I just wish they changed Knockout to something else to do with slugging. That's all. I kind of wish they would do more perks in general that have to deal with slugging, but they're scared of it, I guess. Because a lot of the perks on the killer side that are good for slugging are, like, incidentally good. They're accidentally good for it. That's not their main purpose. Like, what's a good example? Like Infectious Fright's a good example. Like, I don't think the devs designed Infectious Fright with slugging in mind. I genuinely don't think they did. But it just happens to be a really good perk for slugging. It's kind of like the inverse of Force Hesitation. Force Hesitation is actually a perk I think they designed for slugging without realizing its best application is for tunneling. Which is fucking really funny to me. But no, like, Killer doesn't really have too many perks that are designed specifically for slugging. Like, now that Deerstalker's been changed. And doesn't Nurse's Calling doesn't work on slugs anymore, does it? They changed that, didn't they? I just find it funny that we constantly get anti-slug perks, but we don't get, like, slug helping perks. Yeah, they can try to kill it all they want. It's never going to kill it. It makes sense to me, and here's why it makes sense to me. If any, I also think, like, chlorophobia shouldn't work on slugs. Okay, here's my hot take about healing with slugs. I don't, unless the perk specifically says while they are down, like, what perk is it? Is it We're Gonna Live Forever that does that? There's so many fucking perks, chat. Yeah, you heal down survivors 100% faster. I feel like unless it specifically says down survivors, I don't think any healing effects of any kind should affect people who are slugged. That on either side. That is my hot take with it. I think it should be just like broken. Because when you really think about it, and yes, there's not much that applies it, but when you think about it, why doesn't broken stop a slug survivor from being healed? Other than for, like, balancing reasons. What's the logical reason for it? Because it makes no sense to me when you really get down to it. I just accept that it doesn't. I feel like being downed should be a different state than being injured in a lot of cases. Make knockout reverse tenacity? They did. That's what it kind of was for a while. That's why, so for, okay. MS Paint's coming out, chat. You will be blinded in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so for me, so the way old knockout works, hang on. Gotta draw that. There's a headband. There's a guy drawing, holding his head. Okay, so this is old knockout. So the way old knockout used to work was you down somebody. Ah, they're downed. And I believe it was it how big was the range? I forget the exact range. Regardless, for sake of argument, we're going to say 16 meters. So the way it used to work was anyone outside of this 16-meter range would not see your aura. That's how it worked. Now, to me, there were two things that they should have done to Knockout to keep its identity while making it so it wasn't like super problematic. One, put a timer on this. The blindness thing should be a timer. It shouldn't be short, like 45 seconds. When you're slugged on the ground, when you're hit with an M1 from a killer and you're downed, no one can see your aura for 45. Was it 32? Okay, 32 seconds, 32 meters. No one can see your aura within 32 meters, if it's outside of 32 meters, for 45 seconds. Or, my other idea for a change is reverse the clause. And what I mean by that is instead of this person here not being able to see your aura, this guy here can still see it. This guy here can't. That's how I wanted it changed. I wanted it to be the opposite of what it was. So the people farther away still saw your aura, but the people inside of that range didn't. That way, again, it keeps its identity, but it doesn't, like, make it super problematic. I can't believe it was 32 meters. That's fucking insane. That's why it comboed so well with Infectious, by the way. Yeah, because... Do I still have my Ghostface build? Is that still a thing? I do! Yeah, this was my old Ghostface build. I was an asshole back then. I remember this. Yeah, I used to use lethal, find the guy who was by himself, knock him out with outdoor security cam. If I didn't see anyone nearby, then I would leave him with knockout. And then I would come back to him and see if anyone was healing him with Nurse's Calling. Good times. The amount of people who would die from being slugged with that build unintentionally was just funny. I don't know. Again, that's my philosophy with a lot of things, though. I really think that most things, like when we change them, depending on what it is, there's some outliers, but I think as long as the identity is held somehow, I think Freddy's a good example. His identity is still there with his rework. But his rework makes him better in almost every way. So, like, for me, that's, like, the perfect idea of how you rework something. The big issue that comes from that is what is the identity of the thing you're reworking. Skull Merchant is a very good example, and I think the problem Skull Merchant has as far as being reworked is that I don't think anyone can agree on what her identity is. Like, is she, like, are the drones her identity? Is it zone control? Is it the claw traps? Is it the undetectability? Is it the trapped-like playstyle? Is it the information gathering? What part of her pit is her main identity? It's just it's and sometimes it can be tough. I said the same thing with Trapper. It's like, to me, Trapper's identity is place down bear trap, survivor gets in trap, he kills them. That's his identity. What can you do with that base level one sentence concept? Because I feel like a killer's identity shouldn't be a paragraph long. Any character in any game's identity shouldn't be like a paragraph long. I think it should only be like a sentence or two, and that should describe most of what the killer is and what they're about. Did he take a portal? Or did he go invisible? Invisible. Someone doesn't know how Skull Merchant works. I'm gonna use that to my advantage. All of the above, but that's the thing. That's what I think is the tricky part about trying to keep Skull Merchant's identity while making everybody happy. Is that her identity is so all over the place with so many moving parts? Like, what even is her identity at this point? Life. It's funny that life doesn't really look that bad when like you're just watching it, but you can feel that shit. I can't believe she like halted the vault on that. That was weird. Alan Wake? No, not today, Alan Wake. He's gonna get that save, but that's fine. I'm gonna keep running. That's how I would describe her. She's a trap-based killer that knows your location. I mean, I think that's an okay way to describe her. It's just like, okay, now how do we make that a concept that works? I was really expecting background play there, I'm not gonna lie. Life away. Build up that stamina meter. I could have M1 turbo. What just transpired is really embarrassing. I just want you guys to know that. I am well aware of how embarrassing what just happened was. Egomaniac with more money than sense. I mean, fair enough. Again, it comes to a point to where, like, it's so hard to, like, I don't even know how you make that concept work. The hinder's fun, ain't it? Really? That one was in range. I didn't think it was. Is someone gonna go for Maria or no? Nope. They just said fuck it. Someone's going for Alan. Bro, I can... I appreciate the chutzpah, but, like, that doesn't... Really? No flashlights? Okay. You both had them. Okay, whatever. It works good enough now. Don't change anything. I mean, again, that's what the dev said. Just a reminder, that is exactly what the dev said. If these changes make her just okay, and as far as I'm concerned they did, they won't change a damn thing. I think that's my thing with it. Like, no, she's not OP or super busted or anything. Have I mentioned how fucking stupid invisibility is, Chuck? It's dessert time, Alan. I can't believe they didn't get Maria off hook. That's fucking tragic. No, yeah, putting trapper bear traps on top of portals. I've been seeing a bunch of people doing that. It's funny to me because I feel like a lot of quote-unquote bad killers are the ones who are doing the best in the event. Okay. I feel like Trapper's okay in this event. Hag is okay in this event. Bubba's doing alright. Clown's probably having a fucking field day, to be honest. Maybe not Ghostface. Apparently Sadako's doing okay, Pinhead's doing okay, Skull Merchant's doing just fine. Like, ironically, I think the bad killers, for some reason, got a good event for once. That is not me saying the event is good, by the way. That's me saying those killers in particular happen to have the right set of tools to work for what the event is doing, and everyone else doesn't. Or they highly, highly, highly benefit off the poison. I think that's my main point with it. Oh, also, chat, I have to delete all my Pyramid Head VODs. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, I need to do that after stream. Yeah, Singularity is also doing pretty well. I just think it's funny that the ones hit the most are not the bad killers or even the top end. It's literally everyone else in the middle that seem to be doing the worst in the event. Which is just, it's a weird thing. It's really weird. A big thing about Skull Merchant is Laura is how she basically sabotaged everyone to become a millionaire, so a cool rework might be to have let her sabotage pallets, windows, or the drones. I mean, again, it comes down to, like, Skull Merchant's problem as a killer design, in my opinion, is not... It's not that... It's not necessarily the frustration side of it, how uninteractive it can be, blah, blah, blah. It is none of that. In my opinion, the biggest problem with Skull Merchant's design is how all over the place it is. She inflicts status effects. She has broken. She can get undetectability. She gets intel. She can injure you without being there. She's kind of a trap killer, kind of not a trap killer. She's a chase killer. She's an intel killer. Like, she is so many things, and I feel like that, again, is the problem with trying to rework her in a way that makes everyone happy. That's not even accounting for the, like, fun factor. That's accounting for, like, the loyalty factor. When you have, like, this chimera of a killer or character, there's really, like, no way to keep the identity she has while also reworking her. To me, her identity is the intel gathering and drones. But that has a few problems with the rework, because one, if you lean into that too much, she's going to be boring as shit. Intel doesn't matter if you can't do anything with it. And Dead by Daylight isn't like other games where the intel can help your teammate or something. You can't really do that in DBD. The intel has to do something for her. That's why she has the haste and hinder. So the drones actually have some kind of effect. That's why when she released, it used to just give you exposed. Because, like, to give you an idea of, like, imagine if Singularity didn't have overclock and didn't teleport to you. His cameras were just that. They were cameras. That's it. That's all they do. They just give you information. Do you think people would still like this killer? As many people, to be fair, a lot of people still don't like him. But my point is, would that be a good killer? Because I don't think that can work in Dead by Daylight. The closest thing we have to, like, a pure utility character is, like, Vecna. He's, like, the closest we have to a pure utility character. But even then, Flight gives him haste so he can catch up. Mage Hand pulls up or stops a pallet from being dropped so he can hit you or catch up. Flight of the Damned, depending, elevation tech aside, it's mostly to zones, so you crouch, slow down, and he can catch up and hit you. And then Dispelling Sphere has a few different applications, but it shuts off magic items, so his counter isn't there, but also gives him information that he can then fly to and use his other two abilities on. I feel like that's the problem with Skull Merchant, is to me her identity is something that cannot work. Well, happy birthday to you, Sock. You don't have to say, but how old are you? I wish you the best. I mean, they just did this with Black Widow and Rivals, right? Like, she's getting reworked. She's still technically a sniper. They just moved her sniper to her ultimate. I still don't think it works in concept, because the ultimate's not that strong even with that. But that's a different discussion. They realize a sniper character doesn't really work in their game, so they reworked her to not be a sniper. You're pushing 30. There you go. Yeah, that's the other thing. Every killer needs anti-loop and mobility. But again, like I said, having a character whose entire identity is getting intel and like information, and that's their entire identity, in something like Overwatch can work. You could have a character whose entire thing is they all they do is like they give info to their teammates. They're like a scout, right? They probably have a couple other things, but their big thing is giving intel to their teammates, telling them ult charge or giving aura reading, similar to what Sombra used to do. But like you could make that entire character, but in a game like Overwatch, your teammates can capitalize on that information and use it. In Dead by Daylight, if you have a character like Skull Merchant whose entire thing would just be she gets information on where the survivors are, if she can't do anything with that info other than walk up to them, it's useless. It's useless. 90% of the time. Yes, there are moments where that does matter, but 90% of the time, that's useless. Like I said with Larry, if his cameras didn't teleport you to people, and he didn't have the overclock mechanic, and his whole thing was just he has cameras, so he can see where everyone is, he would be terrible. So if it's not the information that's the identity of her power, is it the claw traps? Right, that's why she has undetectable. She's like a pseudo-stealth killer. Is it the claw traps? Because I really don't think that's an identity of the power either. Again, I think the claw traps were an addition they did for her to get that information on people. It was just another way to get to build into her being the character who tracks people with drones. And that's where it comes down to me. For me, like, Skullmerchant's identity is the drones. Not the claw traps, not the information they give. The drones themselves. That's her identity to me. What they do is where we have a problem. Should they give information? Should they expose? Should they apply a claw trap? Hinder, slow? Should they do status effects? What should the drones do? Again, I think that's where this whole, like, crux comes from. And why reworking her is so hard. I think a lot of people can't get a consensus on what her drones should be doing. Lynx, I'm sure you have ideas on what you think her drones should do. I do as well. But if the majority of the community can't come to a consensus on it, how the fuck are the devs supposed to? Like, it really is a conundrum. Also, Sokka, as a 32-year-old, let me just say, it doesn't get better. It doesn't get better. I wish it did. It doesn't. Hey, they say 30s are golden years nowadays, so who knows? They should pick up the survivors and drop them off the map and put a cat on them for no particular reason. You know what? I like this idea. I like this idea. We should totally do this. It's just again, it's one of those things where, like, I don't know what we do. Because like I was saying earlier, I really don't think she actually needs a rework at this point. I think she's just okay now. I think she's C tier, but I think she's just okay now. Again, I think she's in the similar boat to Sombra and Overwatch. And I don't think that's a problem. I genuinely don't think a character being bad is necessarily a problem. Not even necessarily bad, but, like, more, unbreakable pallets on Gideon's. Alright, well. Not even necessarily, like, bad, but, like, niche. I don't think that's an issue. That was my problem when they tried to change Singularity to make him more viable, or not viable, but more appealing to more people. I feel like it was a lost cause. The people who enjoyed him were already playing him, you know? I think this is the healthiest best state she's been in. Arguably, she was better in her reverse version. But that was for a very niche reason. So I don't know how much we want to consider that. Oh my god, wait, is God Room shut off? I didn't even know that could happen. Is that just because of the things? That's so interesting. That is not where I want to hit drone, by the way, at all. I am still, and I know some people will say I'm insane for this take, but I genuinely think that Skull Merchant and Singularity were the same killer in development. I am genuinely convinced of that. Actually, now I do want her on the side. Yo, that wall being there, like, up on Gideon's, that immediately makes this map better. That immediately makes this map better. Oh my god. What? Was that Unbreakable? Was that Dead Hard? What'd she have Dead Hard? Wasn't she? Oh no, she went healthy to injured. Okay, right. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so here's always been my tinfoil hat theory with Skull Merchant and Singularity in particular. I have always had the tinfoil hat theory that the developers were asked, the guys making the killers, were asked to make a killer that uses intelligence, like intel. That's always what I thought it was. And Singularity and Skull Merchant were the two sides of the same coin in that sense. I feel like she did that on accident. Because of the sheer number of pallets, I could see it. I will say that looking at it, I wonder if they do that change to Gideon's, where there's a wall in the God Room, if that would help anything. Good shit. I was gonna open I think the hinder is the reason I got that, which is good. Also, I have 2 people in Deathloop, which is really nice. Gideon shouldn't be in the normal map pool. So true. True. Truth fucking nuke right there. She's using that way too fucking early. It's 1 axe. Neither should Tricksters do anything. I mean, as much as I hate that map, I don't think it has anything inherently wrong with it that would make it not be like one that works in the event. Hey, Becky. I was hoping to get the double tap. I did not get the double tap. I think she dead-hearted, but she was deep point, so it didn't matter. I actually kind of forgot she had dead-hearted, even though I probably should have remembered. God damn, dude, that fucking, like, broke my game. like the city, though. I like the idea for Trickster's Delusion. It was just very poorly executed. We have one more train to set up. What? Here's a question. Should Skull Merchant, like, should her claw traps just always deep wound? I feel like they should. I feel like even if you're injured, like, healthy to injured, they should still just always deep wound. I can't think of a reason they shouldn't. I never even heard this fucker get lit. You knew exactly where I was, huh? Also, I like even like the bathroom being open, honestly. Like, looking at this, would that make Gideon's just a tiny bit... It would still be Gideon's, obviously, right? It would still have its problems and its issues. But what if we open the bathroom from the beginning, so that's not a god hallway, and then we close the wall right there into the god room? Just permanently. It doesn't fix all the issues of the map, obviously, but it fixes some of them. I kind of feel like they should be able to see through walls, maybe... with an add-on or something? What did Nick have? Vigil, Sprint Burst, Linda Hand, Circle of... Oh, the Circle of Healing, okay. Potential, Prove Thyself, Deja Vu, Built to Last with a brand new part and a toolbox. Holy shit. It is a good thing I found her first. 5 moves ahead. Dead... She did have Dead Hard. I feel like, again, I feel like the Skull Merchant is at a point now where she just needs to be built upon. She doesn't need to really be reworked again. That's just me, though. Again, I'm not a Skull Merchant fanatic, right? So, like, maybe it's not for me to say. I mean, that's always the interesting thing about discussions on, like, specific things. It's like, well, you shouldn't, like, really, your opinion shouldn't matter that much because, like, you have no stakes in it or, like, don't, like, care and it's not for you. And it's like, yeah, but sometimes you kind of want those people's opinions. I think Singularity is a good example of this in a bad way that they did it. It's like, okay, no one's playing Singularity. What do we do? Well, here's all these changes. Okay, well, now even the people who are playing him don't like him. Well, shit. But a lot of those changes weren't proposed by non-Singularity players. How many cakes do I have? Fucking 220. I don't think I've played 200 matches of Survival a year at this point. Man, thank God for how long the matches in the event are, though. I will say that. It's definitely helping this the 100 hours, like 100%. Because that's 20 minutes right there. That's another 20. That's 40. That's another 20. That's an hour. We already have an hour tonight. See, chat, that's the good thing about making a goal that doesn't require results. No matter what happens. No matter what happens, I'm good. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see if my opinions change as we keep going through this. But, like, as far as her design goes and what her kit is supposed to be, I genuinely think right now it's fine. It just needs to be buffed up. Somehow. Maybe an add-on pass. Maybe we actually do just buff the numbers on things. I don't know. Like, I think that the simple change of giving her the undetectable from removing a drone was massive. And, like, not like, super, super massive, but I think it was, like, a step in the right direction. Unbreakable... I swear to God, it's always the pallet one, man. Can I get the speed boost one? I kind of like that one. Gotta appreciate him waiting last second for that. Is he still make the window? Yep. It swings from me. He just gave up, bro. Gotcha. You're rubber, I'm glue. I'm gonna take him out of shack because I want that drone to stay there. I feel like there's no way it doesn't have at least a slightly increased chance, because I get it, like, I feel like I've gotten it, like, of the matches we've been playing tonight, I've gotten it, like, 6 times. So far, they're not too bad. Don't know where the rest are. There's Trevor. I'm not gonna waste my poison on him just yet. Good shit from them, by the way, disabling the drone when they did. Blood gets a stack, though. You keep getting the invisibility one. I don't like the invisibility one either, but I really like the sprint burst one, if I'm honest. And before it goes off. The white would be the one I really don't want to go for, but... Shit. I'm assuming that's Circle of Healing there. You got rid of that one. My shotgun's still up. I think Leon's still over here somewhere. Use Deliverance? I think Leon screwed up dropping that party pallet. I need to go for Trevor. Went left? What the fuck goes left? Did that in case dead hard. We got that hook there. The gen does pop, though I do know exactly what the white is. Well, I thought I did. And you're dead. Bye, Renato. Dwight. We're gonna wait for him to die for a second. Okay, good enough. I am so curious what my kill rate is going to be after all this. I am so genuinely curious what my kill rate is going to be after all of this, because am I going crazy? We're barely losing, man. Like, let's what's my current kill rate? Let's see. Let's look at this together. Let's do the math together, chat. My current kill rate on Skull Merchant is 73%. I think she is my highest kill rate. She is not. Jason is. Okay, never mind. She's 6. She's number 6. Oh, no, I think Skull Merchant can counter the invisibility one perfectly fine. I'm not saying she can't. I just find it annoying personally. I have a 73% kill rate on Skull Merchant. And the thing is, you can't even say it's, oh, you're only playing against bad survivors. Over 71 matches. Like, if I still have that at 100 matches, like, you can't use that argument anymore, I feel. Well, yeah, Jason's an outlier. I only played 13 matches with him, so an 82% kill rate, sure, whatever. Even with Ghoul, I played, like, how many? 60 matches without using his power, and I still had an 80% kill rate? Like, there comes a point when you have to ask, like... Because this is where the MMR argument also falls apart. Because people will be like, oh, it's just because your MMR isn't high enough. But I'm winning, so it should be going up. So what you're saying is MMR doesn't work, so your argument doesn't even matter in the first place. Because I don't think a lot of the survivors I've been going against have been that bad. I don't know, man. It's just, it's weird. I was expecting to be losing every, like, almost every match with her, the way people talk. I'm also the dude that 4K'd with Padded Jaws Trapper and Shattered Hope. Padded Jaws Shattered Hope. Also, genuinely, and Lynx, I know you're like a Skull Merchant player, and I'm sure you have your critiques, but in general, am I playing her just fine? Because I feel like I am. Like, results speak for themselves, but like, I mean, again, I could play fucking Shucky with Stabifle and probably win a lot of matches, you know? I think if there's a bad habit I have with her right now, it's that I always recall a drone the moment it's disabled. I think it's a bad habit I have right now. But other than that, I personally think I'm playing her just fine. All right, Chunky, have a good one. Chunky, have a good one. Good luck with the games. All right, thank you for that. I think we're almost done for the night anyways. I think we're what, 6 matches? I try to do 7 a day, so I think we're there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, that is 7. I didn't even realize. I'm actually having fun with Skull Marcher that I didn't realize how many matches we played. Like what I did to that, was it Shane on that match, on that last match? That was so satisfying. It like ticked every little part in my brain where the neurons like go, oh yes, give us dopamine. Like it genuinely did. That double tap I got earlier, like a couple matches ago, felt so good. The hit I got on the Rebecca, on Gideon's felt so good. Again, it's a different kind of feeling than when, like, I get a double tap with, like, Pyramid Head, right? That's also satisfying, but, like, in a different way. I don't know, she genuinely feels like the only killer in the game that outsmarts people instead of just... I don't know how to explain it. Like, Singularity is supposed to feel that way, but he doesn't. A lot of times he kind of just feels like he bulldozes people. Yeah. Unknown can feel that way, but you often lose if you try to outsmart people. I don't know. It's been a good time, honestly. Speaking of... So, chat, I can get any Skull Merchant skin I want. Did we get the crappy Toba one? I think part of this 100 hours is trying to learn the tiny things. But again, at the same time, I'm also trying not to get outside, like... I'm trying to not get outside thoughts on necessarily how to do those things. You know, if someone drops a hint in chat or whatever, that's what it is. But things like with Pyramid Head, where like you can kind of force them to get tormented, or the cage grab thing, stuff like that I kind of figure out on my own. Because it's 100 hours, we're gonna figure stuff out on our own, you know? The new one? What's the new one? This one? I actually kind of dig this. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I did want to get the Oni one, though. I really did. Tell you what, can I get just the Oni head? I can. I kind of really like this. Where's the buzz? Is it this one? And then, yeah, I save up a little bit more and we get the buzzsaw, and I think I like this fit. This fit looks good. I really like this, actually. It's the contrasting colors, like, all the contrasting colors, like, are really good to me. Yeah, I kind of dig that. Yeah, it really is fun. I know one tip someone has told me is to look left when I place a drone because it makes the beam, that's where the beam goes, is where you're looking. I haven't really been incorporating that too much, but, you know, we'll see. Also, as far as add-ons go, by the way, chat, so I've been thinking about this long and hard on how we're going to do this, because, again, I can't really make a video on shotgun speakers. Like, it's kind of not possible to do that. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to organize them by, like, I think... I haven't fully figured it out. But I think, like, doing randomized strobes, the processor, and is there one that does the haste? No. So I think, like, randomized strobe and processor, I think these two I'll do in one video, because they're both about the hinder. Loose screw, floodlight, brown noise generator, and shotgun speakers. Those will probably be in one video because they're all, like, status effect ones. I'll do all the aura reading ones in one. The Eries will probably get their own videos, or one video with both of them, because with how these ones are, I'll probably just do them in one video. And I'll probably throw adaptive lighting in the status effect one, because that's undetectable. Oh, and powdered glass. She has a lot of status effect ones. Prototype rotor. Low power mode. Ultrasonic speaker. And high current upgrade. Those will also probably be all one video, since they all kind of have to deal with the drones. And I could probably do batteries and supercharge in one video, and then iridescent, the manuscript in one. And then geographical loadout might be its own video as well, because it's kind of the odd man out of all of the add-ons from the looks of it. But yeah, we'll definitely see how that goes. I think we can get it to work. Something like that. I think the first one I want to do, though, is definitely geographical readout. This is one I want to try and see how well it can work. But another one I really want to talk about is this one, ultrasonic speaker, that we've been using. Because, honestly, I'm curious And I'm not going to do the video on this one until we take it off, because we've been playing with it for almost 2 weeks now. So I'm curious how things are going to feel once I take it off and if it makes a difference. Because again, if my math is right, it's a fourth of a second that this saves you. So I'm genuinely curious how much that's going to affect things. Because I've heard some people swear this add-on is necessary to play her. So we'll see. Yeah, again, categorizing these into like separate videos is going to be very difficult. I knew this was going to happen eventually. Again, we talked about it with Wraith a bit, but Clown's probably going to have the same problem. I have no idea how the fuck I'm going to organize these. I guess ones that affect the purples, ones that affect the yellows, ones that affect both. Maybe, who knows. But we'll see. But as far as the add-on video goes, it probably won't be out for at least another couple weeks. Again, still waiting on the thumbnail art. And again, we're still just learning the killer from the ground up, so we'll see. Alright, so chat, we're going to do one more thing before we head out. So, people really, really, really wanted... Also, Lynx, thanks for posting the Dead Meat and DVD thing. People really wanted another Pyramid Head thing for this. So... I forgot to set things up. But give me just a minute. I love how this folder... I named the folder Skull Merchant, and it's going to make no sense, because it's not. It's only going to have the one image of Skull Merchant in it. So these won't take nearly as long as the Pyramid Head ones. But I think it would be funny to do it this way. He's going to have a mask on top of his mask, chat. How does that line up kind of well? On the bright side, this means I can be a fucking snob about it and make some of this work better. Yeah, an idea was given to me to make her every killer. No, I think I can just... I forgot who gave me this idea. Yeah, we're probably going to be using the distort tool a lot for this. Wow, that actually kind of works. There we go, chat. Give him the Karen hair. Fine. Karen haircuts. It's not like we're doing anything. Why did that just fit? It just fit on. I didn't have to adjust anything. It just fit right on. I think that's good enough. I do want both versions though. Man, good times, chat. Good times. Utter perfection. Well, I'll save both in the Discord. I also have been meaning to get all the Pyramid Head. So originally, went for the Pyramid Head 100-hour video, I was gonna put all the animals at the end in like a slideshow, and I forgot, and then it was too late, and then I didn't know what to do. But chat, in any case, we're gonna call it a night there. I love you guys as always. I really do. We'll be back tomorrow. We still got plenty of Skull Merchant to do. This should not take 7 months like Pyramid Head, I hope. But I hope you guys have a good night. Happy birthday to Sock again. Welcome to the 30 Club.